Another one, Paul here. Today I kind of want to go over some strategies, some new strategies for. Now this is going to be for options trading. I'm going to spend today and Saturday posting a video on some new strategies that I've come across. Works pretty well, and because I'm gonna be going back into doing options trading. I took a little break from it to study futures trading, but I am going to be going back into options trading, and with options trading I'm also going to be doing options trading, and I'll also be making some other new videos about growing an account with dividend investing. I'm going to be showing you what I'm from the gains that I get from options trading. I'm going to be buying into certain stocks and getting paid dividends with it. And over time, we're going to see how well my portfolio grows. So that's going to be a little series that I'm going to be coming in every now and then. Every time I buy a new stock, I'm going to try and make a video about it and show you my progress over time. That's coming very soon, so that you can. That's going to be like an ongoing series on this channel. Every time I get a gain, I'm going to buy a stock, and that's going to pay me a certain dividend, and we're going to see how that grows over time. But today, I'm actually just going to go over a strategy that I looked at very well. I saw a video, and I think that this strategy works really well. We're going to see how well it works for plugging it in with the S&P 500 with SPY. And this strategy is pretty simple. What you basically you need is, we're going to be working with only two indicators. We're going to be working with RSI, and we're going to be working with the Stochastic RSI. I believe that's what it's called, Stochastic RSI. We're just going to be looking at those two, not really any other kind of indicators. We're going to see the plan for this strategy is basically come in when it's oversold or overbought, and basically use the Stochastic RSI to get our entry point, and the RSI to get our exit point. So let's look. I'll show you guys how to set that up, and we'll get started. Okay, so for this strategy, it's really simple to understand. You only need, let me get my indicators here just in case you guys want to find them. It's the Stochastic RSI and the regular RSI, and those are the only ones we're working with here. So you guys can get that. Just go to your indicators and type in RSI. And I have it in my favorites here. You got relative strength index, and you got Stochastic RSI right here. So that's all you need. I'm going to remove them now because it's get a cleaner screen. But anyway, the strategy is very simple, like I said. You basically, when you're looking at this Stochastic RSI here, you have to wait for the blue line to either, the blue line has to cross through the orange line on the bottom, or it has to cross through on the top. So that is your entry point. And then your exit point is once you have that, that is your entry point, and your exit point is to follow the RSI, the regular RSI, and get out before it touches the yellow line. So let's just see if that happens here. Let's find a couple situations here. Now, here we can see the blue line. The blue line is passing through the orange line on the Stochastic RSI. And then what we basically do in this situation is let's follow. This would be our entry point on doing a call. So at this point here, we would do a 410 call on SPY. We would come in here. We're at about here. And we would look at the RSI and wait for the RSI to touch the yellow line there, and that is our point. That's our exit point. So the Stochastic gives us our entry point. The RSI gives us our exit point. And you can see right here, this is about almost a $1 difference in price. Yeah, it's about a $1 difference in price. So that's about $50 right there. But let's just see if this happens again. Let's real quickly look at, I want to look at a longer time frame and compare it to like a shorter time frame. So let's just look for this again. And we can see how often it happens here. So, well, let's see, that is, no, that's a different day. Let's try something else here. Let's do this moment here. Now, for this strategy with the S&P 500, you would have to buy a longer contract because you're getting in on the hour, so you're going to have to wait it out longer. But you see the blue line on the stochastic RSI right about here. You see it right here. So this is your entry point right here. You would do a 405 call at this point, and then you would wait it out, and you would follow the regular RSI till it touches the yellow line. That's right about here. So this is about 4 days worth. So this is a difference in price. This is a difference in price about $7.24. So in 4 days, that's 7.24, about 50. That's about $362 in 4 days. So personally, I see it benefiting more with doing the stock market to do the longer time frames. Shorter time frames you can make maybe just a little bit, but if you find this on the longer time frames, I think you'll make more. But you do gotta buy longer contracts. So your entry point is the stochastic RSI. Your exit point is the regular RSI. So right here we see it again on the hour of SPY. We see the blue line passing through the orange line. So we would come in at this point right here. We come in right about here. And then we just see if we're doing a call, we would just follow this out till it touches it has to touch on the other side of the RSI on this one, so that would be right about here. That is almost a $4 difference in price. That's about $200 there. So it works really well on the hour, but the disadvantage on the hour is you have to wait till you find these moments, and that can be a while. So if you have to wait a while to find these moments, I'd try a shorter time frame. So we see it again right here. This is probably a big one, but you see the blue line passing through the orange line. So that is our entry point. We would do a 404 call at this point. And see, we look at the regular RSI and we get out right about here. So this is 4 days. This is a good one. This is 4 days. You really find those big moments. 4 days, there's a difference in price by $12.35. This is a good one. $12.35 times about 50. That's about $617 in 4 days. Now, of course, when you're doing this strategy, when you start building up your balance, you could then buy 2 contracts and 3 contracts and 4, and then you can really scale really fast. So really what I want to do is, I've done it from the bottom. I want to see one from the top. Doing it from the top is kind of the same thing, but you want to wait. Here's one right here. So we see the blue line passing through on the bottom right about here. So this one's going to be a brief one because we will be entering where the blue line passes through the orange line. So that's right about here. And then we just get in. This is a 413 put at this point, and then we follow the RSI till about here because it touches the yellow line on the RSI. That's a $2 difference in price. That's about $100 right there. That's a small one. Let me do a couple more times. And it works pretty often here. So we see the blue line right here. We see the blue line passing through the orange line right about here. So here would be a 410 put, right about here. So then we do this, and then we look at the RSI. We wait for it right about here. So it kind of touches the line right there. So that's a 3.14 difference in price. 3.14 times about 50. That's about $157. So this works really well for the stock market. I am going to be going over this strategy for regular crypto and futures trading probably in the next video. But other than that, that's basically all there is to it. You can really find the big gains doing it this way. So anyway, that's the strategy. It's pretty simple. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to be starting to do options trading. I'm going back into it again. I took a little break from it. But I'm basically going to be using this strategy for that to get the gains. And whenever I get the gains, I'm going to be using those gains to buy some dividend stocks, some good stocks. So anyway, stay tuned. Whenever I start that going, I'm going to be buying my first stock. And I want to really go over the kinds that I'm looking into and the ones that pay some pretty good dividends. So that's going to be an ongoing series. Every time I have some gains, I'm going to be showing you my portfolio and showing you how it grows over time, and then showing you specifically the stocks I get into, and we're going to be looking at the dividend payout and how much it pays in dividends per share. But anyway, stay tuned for that. You know, this strategy in itself works really well for the stock market. I am going to be, the next video that I put out there on Saturday, I believe, I'm going to be using we're going to look at the strategy for doing futures trading. But pretty much I am going to be making more option trading videos and buying stocks and dividends, and make videos on that. So that's coming up probably within the next week. So anyway, if you guys like this video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys future videos.